Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today I'm going to go over uranium and the Clearwater River Dene Nation serves notice on uranium industry regarding impacts of uranium mines and exploration. This was released November 10th. I made a comment in one of my videos about a potential lawsuit up in Canada. And this is what it is, and this is the information about it. Just wanted to cover it. Seemed like some people didn't hear about it. So here it is. It says, this week, the Clearwater River Dene Nation served notice on the uranium industry and the governments of Canada and Saskatchewan regarding the community's grave concerns about the potential impacts and risks posed by an increasing number of uranium mining and milling projects and exploration activities occurring within its traditional lands. Over the past few years, numerous mining companies have conducted uranium exploration and have proposed extensive development in the heart of CRDN's traditional lands. This includes proposals for mines by NextGen Energy Limited and Fission Uranium Corp., and exploration activities by Denison Mines, Standard Uranium, Pure Point Uranium, Camco, UEX Uranium, Orano, Azincourt Energy, and other leaseholder affiliates proponents. The government of Saskatchewan has granted tenure and issued authorizations for exploratory activities in the absence of meaningful consultation with the CRDN. CRDN General Manager Walter states, contrary to the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People and directives of the Supreme Court of Canada, governments have and continue to illegally permit uranium companies to run roughshed over our people, traditional lands, and treaty rights. As a result, we now have uranium mines being proposed in the Patterson Lake area, the hub and heartland of our ancient and traditional lands. The CRDN is the indigenous nation and government in closest proximity to the Patterson corridor of interest to the uranium industry and the PLA. The CRDN has commissioned an in-depth indigenous rights and knowledge study. This has been developed through intensive work and research with community elders, trappers, hunters, fishers, youth, and families, which directly used and occupy the Patterson Lake area, the area in which two major uranium and milling projects are now proposed. Chief Teddy Clark and CDRN reports that the study transmitted to industry groups and Crown agencies confirms our people's historic, intense, and strong cultural connection to PLA and project areas. We've got within the PLA, skip through this. The CRDN continues with diplomacy to engage and consult with the companies and Crown in good faith. However, our community has certain limits, and they feel that the line has been crossed with so many companies being granted rights to access and develop their ancient and sacred lands. There is no government mechanism in place to assess the cumulative impact of all of this development on our rights, way of life, and our people's needs. There is no defensible land use plan to place that determines where this activity should be prohibited, constrained, or allowed only under the strictest of CRDN conditions. No Crown agency is dealing with the bigger picture. Crown failure to address this critical matter could result in a challenge to project approvals, substantial delay in the regulatory path, risks on the projects, and stranded investment. So there's all this. This is what I was reading. So it's basically serving this notice to the industry and governments regarding the grave concerns about it. So that's what the article that I read was, where we could potentially see maybe them slow this down or maybe stop it. I don't know. But that was the article I was reading. I think I originally saw it on Twitter. I think it was posted by, can't remember who, Kevin Bamborough or something like that. One of these guys. But, a lot of people say that Canada's the best jurisdiction for mining. Maybe it's not. I have some in Canada. I also have some in Africa. I'm kind of split out. I'm sure this is going to happen to more and more companies as time progresses, depending on where they're located. It could even happen in America, because it seems like nobody wants the production of anything, but they want all of the benefits of the production of whatever it is. So they want oil. They want to use oil, but they don't want anybody to extract it in their backyard. They want uranium and they want cheap electricity, but nobody wants the uranium to be mined in their area. So it's a little worrying, but we'll see what happens with up in Canada in Saskatoon. That's all I've got. Give me a thumbs up for the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.